Hi, I'm Jaden from Pack Leader USA. Thanks for purchasing our PL-501 labeling machine, and we appreciate your business. So let's take a closer look at the setup of your machine. So the first part of setting up your machine is leveling it. We're going to use the 4 leveling pads and lock these down to the floor. And you'll also use a wrench to tighten up the lock nut so they don't rattle out of place. And this will ensure that your machine is secure. To adjust the height of your machine, we're going to loosen up these lock collars. There's 4 screws on here, and that will allow you to raise the entire machine from 32 inches all the way up to 42 inches. To adjust your guide rails, we're going to base these off of the size of the container that we're running. What we'll look at right now is the vertical adjustment. There's 2 thumb screws to adjust the height of these. We want to make sure that the rails aren't pressed down onto the conveyor belt. The next thing we'll look at is the horizontal adjustment, and we'll loosen these 2 thumb screws and bring our rail in to the container. We want to be sure that the container is able to move through the rails freely, but there's still pressure on the indexing wheels so it will space your products properly. When you receive your machine, the conveyor belt is going to come already set up, but over time you may need to adjust the tension, and that's done by the 2 adjustment screws on the end here. The PL-501 comes wired for 110 volts, but does have the capability of being wired for 220. This one is 110 volts, so we want to be sure that we wire it into a dedicated 20 amp circuit. The reason for this is it'll prolong the lifespan of the electrical components inside the machine. One thing to keep in mind about our machines is they are a wipe down machine, and we cannot wash these down as it will ruin all the electrical components inside.